We're on.
We are on. All right. Hello and welcome, everybody. Welcome all 6 people that watch this. Mike, I'm not drinking a seltzer tonight. I'm drinking a Gatorade.
Is it blue Gatorade?
It is blue Gatorade.
I have blue Gatorade.
I'm drinking out of a stolen bar glass. So that is just that's the way to do it. I was riding. Oh, there you go. We're both drinking blue Gatorade.
Yeah. Well, this is actually the white Gatorade. I have blue in the fridge, but it's Gatorade.
This podcast is not brought to you by Gatorade, but this stuff is tasty. I've been riding around I've been city biking around the city all day. Me and my lady, we rode. She just told me a grand total of 15 miles throughout the day on our bikes, and I did all of it with a dog strapped to my back. So it was I deserve a nice cold Gatorade from a glass, but like I said, a glass that I stole from a bar one time.
Yeah, I saved your life the other day in Soho with that Gatorade, right?
Oh yeah, no, you did. Yeah, when we were going around, we were recording some of your little personal content there.
Yeah,
no,
you make it sound like I have dirty videos pending. Mike's personal content.
There's actually a website, an old porn site called Mike'sApartment.com, like from way back in the the very original internet. Don't Google it right now, okay? I saw the look on your face, but yeah. Oh, actually, no. I want to tell you the story of how I stole this bar glass because it's one of my favorite bar stories. So I was at an open mic doing comedy. This is about 3-ish years ago, and I was at this. For some reason, the open mic was in the basement of this like bougie Upper East Side bar,
right?
And I got on there and I just order a vodka soda, and she said, "Okay." And this bar didn't have like one of the, you know how they have the gun like the cola or the soda water.
Yeah, you hit the buttons.
So they didn't have that at this bar. They only had the cans of the seltzer. Mm-hmm. So she makes me a vodka soda with a can of the seltzer with the vodka. Right. And then, so I walk up to the bar and I pay her the, $15 plus a buck or two for tip. And then I grab the glass. And then in the other hand, I grab the remaining 1/4 of what was left in the seltzer. I just grab one in each hand, figuring, all right, I probably paid for this. Right. And she's like, "Oh, you're taking that too?" And I was like, "Yeah, didn't I just buy it?" And she's like, "Oh, well, in that case, it's going to be $23.
Whoa.
So yeah, it cost an extra $8 to have another 1/4 of a can of seltzer. So then I decided that this glass just belonged to me now. I'm like, no, this is fuck. That's ridiculous. I own this glass now. You owe me this for $23 for a fucking vodka soda.
That's like that story that Denzel Washington told when he was at the Oscars and he didn't win something. He's like, "Well, I'm leaving with something," and he took food or I don't know, something like he took something from the after party. It was a great story.
Yeah,
big Yankee fan, by the way.
Great career comp. Me and Denzel Washington.
Same career,
same everything. Well, we have so much in common, me and Denzel.
Yeah.
All right, what do we got today, Mikey?
Well, I don't know how much sports really. The Olympics are over, so that's done. The Yankees won their series.
They're playing right now, actually, aren't they?
They're playing it, right now.
I swear to God, if they lose a single game to the Chicago White Sox, I'm going to lose my goddamn mind, Mike. I'm going to lose my shit.
All right, good. And then that's really it right now. So just, it's back to baseball, preseason football starting. I don't want to think about football.
That's right. The Giants won a game. The Giants are 1-0.
Giants won 2. Yeah.
That might be the only time we get to say that the Giants are 1-0. So we got to say it now. We got to get it in.
And then I saw, what's the guy from the Jets? Hassan Reddick? Is that his name? The draft pick? He's been holding, whoever he is, he's been holding out. And he's like, I gotta trade.
Honestly, I got to take a couple hours and just read a ton up on the football season because I'm not one of those guys that follows football in all summer. I don't think I follow baseball in the summer. Yeah, so I need to kind of I need to read. There's a really good blog called Big Blue View, which is part of the SB Nation network. Right. We also are not sponsored or affiliated with them as well. But yeah, I read them a lot, and they, I have to find a couple of Giants blogs and just kind of read them, and then I'll be mostly caught up. But yeah, I haven't done my football research for the year yet. I haven't even started. Yeah. I'm not one of those guys who just in April is like football. Yeah, it's like dude, let's wait until at least August before you start talking about it.
That would drive me nuts. I would be like, you put the radio on in June. It's like June 15th, and it's like ESPN radio, and they're talking about the Vikings and the Falcons training camp. I was like, shut up! It's New York radio.
Training camp because training camp is spring training for them, and I get that. But It
not even
drives me
New
nuts
York
that
radio. Yeah.
there was, this is like going back, okay, about 10-ish years.
Yeah.
And ESPN, I swear to God, would do Baseball Tonight for half an hour or an hour or whatever, because it was during the season. And then they would go over to SportsCenter and talk about Tim Tebow for like 45 minutes straight. And it's like, dude, he's not even that good. First of all, he wasn't even that good. I mean, look, he's obviously a better athlete than me, but it was like, dude, do we really need to only talk about this in June? Like, really? We're talking about a backup quarterback for most of your programming? That's all you guys have, really? So I'm with you on that. It's a pet peeve of mine. Look, do a segment if there's a trade or something, or if they hire a coach. Obviously, spend some time talking about it. But don't, I think this guy's gonna be good. Like, the speculation drives me nuts.
I hate that.
In the off season. And again, I understand during the wintertime, hey, it's NBA season, or if you're into hockey, it's hockey season. We can talk about that unless there's a baseball trade or whatever, football playoffs. But no, it drives me nuts. Look, I'm cool with the fact that the NFL is like super popular. I enjoy going to the bar. Football's fun as hell. But the fact that it has to be the main thing that's talked about from February until June for some people, it's like, dude,
I hate that. Like, take a break.
It's like, or at the very least, go watch the Canadian Summer Arena League or one of those other leagues. At least if you're going to do that, XFL, go exactly. go do updates on that. But when you just sit there and start talking about, I think they're going to have a different concession area at the Giant Stadium. Shut up.
No. And by the way, let's see Tim Tebow bike 15 miles with a dog strap in his back. So don't cut yourself short on the athleticism.
My neck is absolutely on fire right now. I don't know what I'm going to do. Anyway, let's get to some footage. You got some ads or some brawls or something here? Let's do some reactionary content for the tunes here.
So we got some fights. We're going to go to this one. Who was this again? Oh, this is let me just double check something. I had it in the tip of my tongue. This is why you prep before the show and not up on 5 seconds where you start, which is usually the way we do the show. We're like, all right, this is ready. Let's just go.
Some episodes we have planned out days in advance. Other times we literally sit down. Let's watch.
Let's just watch. Yeah. Well, we were going to do this yesterday, but we had scheduling issues. So yesterday was the 51st birthday of hip hop, by the way. But that's another story. So this is Brewers manager Phil Garner, and I'm going to give it away. I don't want to give it away. That's why.
Yeah, just hit play. Let's do the. Here we go. Give me the walkthrough, Mikey. Let's go.
All right. So Graham Lloyd.
So this must be old.
Yeah, 95 throws inside, and then they get the guy third, and I can't tell who is.
Did he just get up and touch his butt? It looked like when he got up on the base, he tried to.
He hit his arm. Yeah, he was upset, and Jeff Cirillo's all mad. And now what you're going to see is Phil Gardner, Brewers manager, and White Sox manager Terry Bevington join.
Is this interleague, or is this when the Brewers were still in the AL League?
This is still the American League, and now both managers are fighting each other. It's the manager brawl.
That you don't see very often.
No. Phil Gardner and Terry Bevington it spilled over. And they're going at it, and they're beating each other down, or trying to. There's Frank Thomas in there. He'll sell you some testosterone supplements.
Hell yeah, man! I heard there's
Graham Lloyd. What?
Nosebleeders legend Graham Lloyd. That's
Graham Lloyd. Yeah. He was hell of a player with the Brewers, and the Yankees got him. And then Bevington is heated, and Gardner is heated. This isn't one of your finer moments as the manager, is the leader of the team, but sometimes you got to throw down for your team. You got to get into it.
It's rare when a manager does it, but
I'm waiting for Aaron Judge just to go off. Not Aaron Boone just to go off. He's been thrown out enough.
It was just try to. Also, this is during the era where the umpires went with the business casual look with like those weird officey light blue button ups there before they switched back to the blacks.
They kind of collate here.
All right, he's clearly safe.
So he kind of fell on his leg. I think that's Ozzie Guillen.
And then he goes, oh no, he wasn't touching his ass. He was giving him a little push. He was giving him a little bro. What the fuck, man? Learn how to stay upright.
Yeah. So that's Ozzie Guillen, future manager of the White Sox. So it just looked people upset. It's a competitive game. They're all mad at each other. A little incidental contact. Hey, get off me. Hey. And this led to chaos. This is Kevin Seitzer, your old baseball card out there.
I was waiting
really
for that.
dramatic.
I was waiting for that replay there.
Yeah, Mike Matheny. Is it Daryl Hamilton there? This is when the Brewers went from those 80s uniforms and like the league was going a little bit more like we need something new. So they went with these. I kind of like these Brewer uniforms. At least back then, it was a nice change from the 80s look. And now all the 80s looks are back. So this is.
Yeah, it is weird how they did go back to a lot of the teams like the Orioles, they were all back to the 80s.
Yeah.
I don't love these. I don't think that the late 90s, early 2000s were not necessarily good era for a lot of teams. I mean, those original D-backs uniforms were weird. The original Devil Rays uniforms were just offensive.
Yeah,
the Toronto uniforms from that era were terrible also.
And the Angels were bad.
So no, I don't love these the way you love them, but I understand kind of what they were going for. You know?
Yeah, mid 90s, 94, 95, the Rangers, the Mariners, Brewer, they all got the Astros all got their uniforms. So that was like a kind of they had to get away from the 80s kind of.
I don't like the hats either. I like they went back to the glove hat with the Brewers.
That is cool. Yeah,
that's one of the coolest hats in all of sports.
Yeah. You had to go, but now they look like Cub Scout uniforms when they wear the old blue.
So you got Tag. He gets up, falls on his leg, so he gives him a little elbow in the butt there. One of those.
Get out of here. He's like, "What are you doing there, guy?" He's like, "What are you doing there, guy?"
What are you doing, bro? What's up, man?
And the managers go at it. I hate you. I hate you.
That one did escalate pretty quick. This one's good.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
You think like a guy like Earl Weaver or Lou Piniella or Leo DeRocha or Tommy Lis, the
There's
guys known for
being grabbed in this fight. A lot of necks being grabbed by either people that are trying to fight you or people trying to hold you back. This is a higher neck grabbing ratio than we normally see in this
it's a neck
channel here. Yeah.
And it's a hell of a mustache by Phil Garner. I tell you, that's he
no matter what area you're in, baseball's got stashes, baby. Let's go.
All right, so we're gonna go to another fight. This one is from 1978, and this is
vintage. I like it.
Vintage. This is the Angels and the Twins, and we have Roger Erickson versus Bobby Grich in. Well, let's just take a look.
Let's do it.
All right, Angels at the plate.
Oh, now these are some real umpire uniforms. Yeah. The full-on red blazer.
The usher caps, yeah.
Yeah.
And there he goes.
The traditional mound charge. Okay, they're both doing some swings. I like this.
Oh, and that was like a Mo Vaughn move, right?
Do we have a reverse angle replay of that coming up? I hope we do.
No, back then they only had one roll of film, I think. Go get one.
Yeah, the old crank cameras back then. Come on, it's only 1978. Yeah.
But Bobby Grich, hats are going in the air. It looks like a logo. Yeah.
What Grich is going off again? You said Angels,
Twins, and the Angels. Like their uniforms look the same. It's hard to tell.
Yeah.
Good color though. Good colors pop. I like that. Oh wow, they're really this. Talk about heated. I mean, this is like you're not going to see this anymore. Even the Bat Boy's in there. He's like, "Hey guys, come on."
The Bat
my mom's gonna see this, guys. Come on.
He weighs about 85 pounds less than the lightest guy on either team, and even he wants a piece. You gotta love it. You gotta love the spirit of that Bat Boy.
Those Twins jackets are pretty nice though.
Those are dope. Those are cool.
Minnesota was I don't
it's the penis jackets. It's the penis Angels jackets.
Oh yeah,
that's all I'm gonna see whenever I see the old school Angels jackets. Is it
the giant sock looking state. And so let's watch this again.
He just kind of throws inside. I wonder because obviously we didn't watch this game. Was this situation where it was the second or third time he got thrown inside, or did somebody else get hit? I gotta say this better. He didn't try to tackle or punch. He gets out there and just kind of gives him a little push. After all that momentum, it's like,
yeah. Wait, let's go. See, I like that the pitcher Erickson is like, oh, come on. Are we really doing this? Look, he's like, all right, come on. He does give him a little, he tries to give him a little knee.
A little flying knee. It's like, nah, man, try to at least.
And he's like, I'll fight everybody. And then boom.
Whoever that was that came in there.
Yeah.
And that's somebody with a jacket on, meaning he came from the dugout just to do that.
Yeah,
he wasn't even on the field, and that was awesome. Props to that guy.
You got the stirrups going. Here's Grich yelling at the fans, like, "Yeah, Minnesota, you're a cold state." They're throwing stuff. I didn't see that before.
That was back before the knitting, kids.
And he just taking it. Yeah, there's no netting up there.
Umpires wearing a turtleneck. Oh, this was a different time, man. This is
Minnesota.
A different time.
The cold days of Minnesota.
Yeah. This was
Prince
Minnesota.
yet. Prince was a kid. He wasn't even famous. He's to be coming out. Actually, be popular soon.
Kirby Puckett was also a kid. It was,
Yeah, the biggest thing in Minnesota at the time, I think, was Mary Tyler Moore.
and ice fishing.
And ice fishing. I want to see what they
that
threw
tackle and that hand. I mean, yeah, it looked like someone threw like a beer or something at him, like a cup, right?
A beer in a phone book or a newspaper? He's like,
he's not even dealing with. One looked like something looked like a cup. That's clearly like a beer or something. Then somebody threw like a magazine.
I don't want this program.
What damage do you expect to do with a magazine? Like maybe if I throw it at the right angle, I can get him. Yeah, I can paper cut him if I throw it from 50 feet away. Like
cut his jugular. I got it with paper.
Yeah, it's insane. That's
it. That was
that was
and it looked like he was going back in the game. Like Grich wasn't even out of the game. He was putting his hand thing on. I think he was still playing. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean the only good contact was that dude that tackled the other guy. That was amazing.
Yeah, he just speared him. He just
and it looked funnier for us too because we couldn't see it coming because it was off camera. So we're just like watching people start to scrap, and then all of a sudden just boom
out of nowhere. He's like,
that was incredible.
Yeah. So we got some ads. We got 3 ads today. So we got 3 ads. So I want to make sure. Okay, so this is I think this is a Dennis Rodman ad. We talked a little bit about this on the last show or previous shows.
I'm already intrigued. I love me some Rodman.
The Reebok pump and their counter to the Nike Air was pump up and air out. So this was part of their ad campaign. So here's Rodman.
Great defense starts with your feet. And I have MVP feet. That's why I play in the pump from Reebok. When I'm pumped up, I get support, protection, and a custom fit that's unbeatable. I'm a hot dog. But when it comes to protection, this is no bull. Pump up and air out.
Switch to the greatest sports performance shoe in the world. The Reebok Pump. Pump up and air out.
Oh, I love it. Okay. First of all, I was not expecting this right here at the beginning with
the feet and MVP feet. And this is pre-worm Rodman,
Okay, that there's somebody who is like really into feet and really into Dennis Rodman at that time that taped this commercial on VHS just to rub one out to that. That happened.
Or something, yeah.
That happened in the 90s. I love everything about the ad. I love the cheesy 90s music. I love this era. Oh, this is great. This is a terrific ad.
I think the thing is we always believe that if you pumped your shoe more, you could jump higher. And because the Nike Air was like, oh, you can jump higher with Nikes. But I think all the pump did was, and they say in the commercial, it's the best fitting. It would make it fit to your foot better.
Well, yeah, right. Because didn't it put air into the tongue of your shoe, so it would fill the space in between your shoe and your foot, right? So then the foot would fit tighter.
I guess so. There's videos about it on YouTube. I have to look it up. But like there was this, and then they had. I remember LA Gear had this shoe with almost like a catapult, and it was like a springboard or something. At least that's what they claimed it was like. Remember me and my friend in school, he had him and he was trying to run and jump and touch the exit sign on the ceiling. I was like, you're not really getting higher. I don't know.
Maybe the shoes don't give you superpower. And this also is worth noting that this is before Dennis Rodman became
pre-worm
freak show Dennis Rodman. This was just sort of, but while he was just starting out, I don't know if this before or after he started getting with Carmen Electra, but good for them.
Yeah, he's still in the Pistons at this point, so this has to be 91, maybe.
Very early 90s for sure, because that's when the pumps were big.
Now I think we'll go to a counter that. We'll go to a Nike ad, another Bo Nose ad with Bo Jackson.
Yes.
Don't I know you? Nice shoes. Kansas City one. Are you sure we haven't met before? Now where's that Tour de France thing? Nice shoes. I knew I should have taken the right turn at Albuquerque. Have you ever been to LA? Oh, don't surf. That's what you think, dudes. Might you all join me in a spot of tea? Where'd you play your college ball? What is he doing here?
I thought this was another Bono's commercial.
Has anyone seen Bo's ball? I know, Kansas City. Nice shoes. Nice shoes. You ever play with Bo Diddley?
That was okay. I'll be honest. There's a lot to take in here.
You
There's
know,
a lot to take in.
An early '90s commercial, the effects aren't bad.
There's a lot of split screen on here. There's a lot of superimposing and all that stuff. The only thing is, other than him saying nice shoes, it really wasn't clear to me what the ad was for. Like, I don't know if this is effective marketing. There's so much going on.
Yeah, and then Sonny Bono popping in saying, "I thought this was a Bono commercial."
Ah, that's right. I forgot what he looked like alive.
Sonny Bono.
So that's on me.
He looks like a combination of Billy Martin and
Dennis
what do you call it? Dennis Eckersley. Yeah, no, I was gonna say what's his name from the Beatles? Ringo. He looks a little Ringo.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, but Bono. I remember this. I remember it being much shorter. So this must have been the full.
That must have been the full length. So this was for Nike Air, right? This was
for his. He had like a cross trainer sneaker, which is basically. They said, well, it's just an athletic shoe, and Bo, because he plays two sports, we'll give him not the basketball sneaker. We'll give him the cross trainer, which. I don't know if that really means anything. It's just a sneaker.
It's an athletic shoe. It's a sneaker. These
sneaker. Yeah.
I'm gonna say that those are pretty dope, and I like those.
The air bubble. Yes, he's got clean, very clean, very clean,
very clean. Not a whole lot going on. Very cool. Yeah. Surfboard.
Bo in his prime, he did everything.
I would say that the only part of the commercial that made it look awful and cheap was during that race car part. Where you can tell it was just like somebody had just his head superimposed over I don't even know if that was a green screen effect or what that was, but that right there, that did not look right. It was like
he was like sitting in a race car and they just pushed the camera in, like when they filmed Star Wars. They didn't move the spaceships; they moved the cameras to make it look like it was flying.
Yeah,
that's probably. But like this shot right here, when they're like pointing. This is pretty clean, for early '90s. You don't see lines around them. It looks.
They had some budget. They did.
This had to air during the Super Bowl, I guess, because it's like a minute long.
Yeah, This is definitely a high budget commercial for that era. This is I don't know, man. I couldn't see a current day athlete wanting to do a commercial like this, because I feel like you have to be a certain level of full of yourself to want to see 9 of you on a screen somewhere. I don't know if there's anybody who would be in for that, or maybe they just paid him a lot of money and he said, "Yeah, F it, I'll do that. I don't care." I'd like to know the genesis of a commercial like this. Yeah,
where'd they get the horse? This Peter was calling after this commercial.
Also, too, it's at the very, very beginning of the commercial. I didn't know where this was going because usually when a guy walks up to another guy in a locker room and is like, "Hey, do I know you?" Usually it goes in a totally different direction.
Yeah, where's Brian when you need him?
Yeah,
where's the?
I live in New York City. I've had many dudes try to open with me in locker rooms that way, and I have
in the locker room. Yeah.
No, thank you, sir.
Hey,
not my thing.
Took a shot. What are you gonna say? Nice shot. It didn't work. But what's the line for Bronx today? Nice shot. I'll give him credit. So this is
good.
Bono's. We have one more.
Also, I really hope that the air conditioner I've been running didn't come through in the audio. I just realized that I still had it on. I'm sorry.
I don't hear anything.
You didn't hear it? Okay. All right. Good.
No. We have one more, but I could throw in another. If this goes well, we could throw in another pump up air out commercial.
We can save that for another week. I don't know. Let's see how it goes.
All right. Well, this is a Reebok pump commercial, but it's
another Reebok pump commercial.
It's not from the pump up air out campaign. It's
okay.
Kind of
another Reebok ad. All right.
Interesting. Let's take a look.
Dee Brown, what are you doing here in New York?
listen to my new dunk and my new shoes, Reebok Omni Zone.
Reebok Omni Zones?
Yeah, very lightweight, which is key for this jam.
Oh, yeah? Which jam?
The King Kong jam.
He's gonna.
I like how at the end they implied that he did it.
Yeah, see, nowadays you would have had CGI, and I was waiting to see him floating in the air, dunking, or his silhouette or something. We didn't get any of that. So, but yeah, but you know the story of Dee Brown when he covered his eyes and he did the dunk and he had on those sneakers, and that was like the most immortal picture of a pair of Reebok pumps. So he was a pretty big deal at the time.
The dunk competition is one of those things where even if you're not a super big basketball fan, it's worth like watching just to talk about, because they always try to one up it and do something nuttier. Like, what was the one where they brought in a car and someone jumped over an entire car?
What's his name? Jumped over the car. Yeah,
Blake Griffin, right, or somebody
Blake
like that.
Griffin jumped over the car. Yeah. So, but I guess they filmed this right on 33rd and right by the Empire State Building.
I like this commercial because it's very simple.
Nice.
It's hey, we have this star, we're selling shoes, and now we're gonna kind of do a joke. This is what the shoes look like. That's it. It's very like, unlike the other commercial where there's so much stuff flying around. Right. This one I like just because it's simple, it's fun, it's a joke, but people are gonna want those shoes now, right? It's cool,
right? Yeah. See, it looks like they really got people to hang out the window there. I'm guessing. And
well, that you can
drop that level.
That you can do it in like a studio of some sort where you just have two guys that make it look like they're out a window and they're just standing on the ground. I doubt they actually took the time to do like a crane shot out the window of two guys trying to put that out a building. Yeah.
But this
or
one,
like a miniature or something.
Yeah, no, I mean, curious to see I'd be interested to see how they did it, because this, I mean, yeah, that could be a model, of course, but it there's people sticking out the window. So I wonder how. Like, did they build a mini one out in LA and just filmed it upright, or are they really at the Empire State Building?
Or did they do like in Casablanca where they got a model and then they hired two very little people?
Oh, and they put them in the back. Yeah, that's
yeah, maybe. I mean, hey, who knows, right? I wasn't here for the filming of this.
Well, the Empire State Building, if you look at this commercial versus the real Empire State Building, I don't know what it looked like back in '91 or whatever, but the real Empire State Building has red outline around all their windows. And it's actually, there's another building not too far from it with the same thing. I think they have the same designer. So that's what I'm trying to figure out. Is this like,
if they just like did it out there and then they did the cutaway? Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I mean,
like, this is a big shot. Yeah.
Obviously that one is definitely not a real shot.
No, but I think they are on 33rd Street.
They might have filmed it in the street. Part. They might have done that.
Yeah.
Although it is kind of weird that they did it. Wait, is that the Empire State?
Yeah, it's the Empire State Building.
So I'm trying to. They took a Celtics player and were like, "Hey, we're gonna have you film in the middle of New York City."
The Knicks fans were like, "Oh, we hate you." Oakley would have been choking them. You know, you can't do that.
Exactly.
So, but yeah, that's it. We were hoping to have Brian this week, but he couldn't make it. So we're gonna try to reschedule with him again.
Yeah, we're trying to get our boy to come back and hang out with us sometimes. Either way, I still have fun. We're gonna we're gonna try to get some more guests, and we're gonna do more of this. But no, this is fun. I like chilling out and just watching some vintage stuff with you each week. You know, it's a good time.
Yeah, these old commercials are great. I'm trying to see if we can find anything older. But I pulled some 90s stuff, and because basketball season is creeping up. We just had the Olympics. So
we got NFL's coming up, and we got, obviously hockey's gonna. We got to find some.
There's gonna be some stuff coming up.
We're gonna find some stuff. We always do. We've done a good job of really finding weird stuff. And also, too, by the way, we still have about another 10 or 20 OJ ads that we can go through at any time. Whenever you want to do some more OJ ads, I'm game for that.
Well, we still have some old episodes I haven't edited.
We also have that as well.
It's so much work.
So we
have, you know what I was thinking, going back to our football point earlier in the show, what would have been good in the off season after the NFL? Women's football. How come there's no women's football?
There is. It's called the Lingerie Football League.
Well, there's that. Yeah.
Well, actually, hold on. No. They changed the name to something else now. Hold on. I got to look this up because my friend Frank, I got a lingerie foot.
Frankfurter?
Oh, I think it's just called it's just called the X League now. And
It's like
one of my
Go ahead.
college buddies really like legitimately like wanted to go. I kind of want to do too. Back in the
like
day.
going to Hooters.
But like actually go and then like but like this dude was gonna make like a sign and be like we're just gonna pick a random player on the team to be like our favorite. We don't even know this person, and it would have been really funny if we did that. But no, that's not a.
I don't think guys can do.
That is actually a league with
Yeah.
pretty athletic people. Like those women are fucking jacked. That
Oh,
play.
yeah.
It's not. It's not what it was 20 years ago, where it's like tee women who. No, it's like
Yeah.
women who could
They're
kick all of our
competitive.
asses. Who, yeah, it's probably a fun league to go watch. Honestly,
Isn't there women's rugby in the U.S.?
somewhere there's roller derby. There's tennis. We gotta get like a tennis brawl.
We gotta
Oh,
find a
U.S.
tennis
Open.
ball.
U.S. Open is this time of year too. We can get a tennis ad.
There we go.
We're gonna
Yeah.
do some good stuff. We're gonna do
We're
some
gonna have
good
some
stuff.
good stuff coming up. All right.
All
Well,
right, man.
That was fun. We'll see you
Yeah, it
next
was
week.
awesome. Talk to you next week,
Later.
brother.